here we have 500 grams, half kg of chicken feet, and I took maybe 2 to 3 inch of ginger and I've sliced it, and I've taken one whole garlic, one whole pod of garlic. Yeah, and I've taken 2 onions, as you can see from the size that they are medium sized onions, and I've taken thyme. You can also add carrot, and I picked up celery and I picked up leek from the shop, the vegetable vendor, but I think I just left it there, and now I don't even know if she's charged me for that or not, but yeah, I've left it. So let's bring a big pot here. So this is a big pot. If you have bigger than this, also go ahead and do it. I'm not going to take any oil, so I'm going to add this chicken feet in this pot. It's nice and clean. All the nails are removed, and Marivik has also cleaned it nicely, so there is no dirt or any mud or any poop stuck to it. Also, just add this ginger and garlic. You want to add more garlic, add more garlic. You want to add any more herbs, you can add that also. I will need salt and black pepper. Then add these onions inside. Whatever you want to add, you can even add carrot, but I don't want to increase the carb content in this, so I'm not going to add the carrot. And we'll also add some salt and add black pepper whole. So yeah, little. Now, like I said last time when I was fasting, so yeah, I'm gonna add handful of black pepper. Let me first finish this and then talk to you. So yeah, now let's fill it up with water and put it on gas on high flame, because we have to remove the scum, the dirt that comes up. Okay, so let's do that. We fill this pot with water, and this is, I think, a 4-liter pot of it's an IKEA 4-liter pot. Now I'm going to put this on the gas at high flame, highest heat, because I want all the dirt to come out of it. Okay, some people also clean after you put it on high heat, the chicken skin, the skin from the feet will get loose and you can remove it, but I don't believe in doing that. I want it just like that because it's clean, so no problem with that. So yeah, let's put it on the flame. Highest flame, uncovered. Okay. So hi and welcome to Ru's Kitchen and Garden. So I hope you all must have watched my 36 hours fasting video. So today again I'm in my 36-hour fast. It started at 9 p.m. last night, and now it's almost 4:30 in the evening. So it's been like 12, 9, 10, 15, 16. It's been 12 plus 7, 19 hours already, and which means that I have entered ketosis. And right now as we speak, my fats are burning. So after my 36-hour fast that day, I did another 24-hour fast, and I broke my fast I was getting very hungry and impatient that day. So I started off as, trying to make it a 36-hour, but I couldn't last. So it became a 24-hour fast. And I broke that fast with bone broth, which is recommended, highly recommended. But what happened with bone broth was that it was store bought. I didn't get enough time. I didn't plan well, so I didn't get enough time to make one. And it was Diwali time, so it was Dhanteras time. I was actually busy making rangoli and preparing everything, so I didn't get time to make bone broth. So what I did was I bought a store bought bone broth, and what I realized is store bought bone broth is very high in salt. So the next day when I weighed myself after my 24-hour fast, instead of losing weight, I gained weight, and that was like a shock, right? Because obviously when you're starving, when you're depriving yourself of such good things, and then you instead of losing weight, you gain weight, it's really really like hello darkness my friend moment. And so I googled a lot, and I found out why this happened. So it was water retention because of all the sodium content in the bone broth. So this time I decided that I will make a bone broth for myself at home. So today I'm in the fast, and I went to the market and I got myself some. There was an option of either making a bone broth or a chicken feet collagen broth. So I bought chicken feet because with bone broth what happens is there's a lot of meat attached. Here they don't sell like pure bones separately. There's a lot of fat stuck to it, or there's a lot of meat stuck to it, and I didn't have the energy to kind of scrape that off, separate it, and then make pure bone broth, get it cut in the center, for the bone marrow to have more surface area to enter the broth. I didn't have all of that. I mean, we don't have the luxury of all of that here because manpower is really at a premium, so you cannot sit in on your butcher's head and ask him to do these things for you. So, and very rarely you will find these pre-cut and done meats at specific places, which obviously I didn't go because I had few other things to do today. So anyways, I went and I bought chicken feet. Now I showed you in the first clip where the chicken feet was nicely cleaned and the nails were removed. That's how you have to do it. Now chicken feet broth that I'm going to make, it's also known as the it's high in collagen actually. So I also call it my collagen broth because we normally make, Manvik and I normally make this at home and we keep it in glass bottles. We put in the fridge, we remove the fat and we store it in glass bottles because then we can use it, as our soup base. Just add some veggies to it and you've got a nice broth which is very good for your skin. So 70% of the entire protein in chicken feet is collagen. The entire 70% protein is collagen. So you can imagine collagen gives shape and structure and strength to your bones, your muscles, your ligaments. It gives protection to your skin. It's a great source of vitamin B9, which is folate also. So it also helps in reducing joint pain. So if you have like joint pains and your bones are hurting, bone loss, somebody who's recovering from an accident or a fracture, or it's an excellent source if they eat meat. Like my mom is of course recovering, but she doesn't eat meat, so I can't give her this. But if somebody is, then it's just so good. It's like an elixir for your bone health. And it also regulates your blood sugar. It aids in controlling your blood sugar, because so I don't know exactly how it works, but there is one GLP-1 hormone, I think, which kind of regulates the insulin. So it's very good even for diabetics if you have this chicken bone broth. Now, normally what people do is they say, oh, it's fatty because there's so much fat comes out. But people deep fry these chicken legs, and that's why there's all this trans fat and bad fat. But we are making a bone broth which is as healthy as it can get. It also has phosphorus, then it also has calcium. So now if you suppose you're taking two chicken feet, it's like 70 grams. It has almost 5% of calcium. The daily value required, the daily value of calcium that is required in your body, this chicken bone broth, just 2 feet, has got 5% of it. So you can imagine the amount of health benefits and goodness this chicken feet broth has. So here I am going to break my fast tomorrow 9 o'clock in the morning after my workout. When I come back from my gym, I'm going to have bone broth, and this time it's going to be good because obviously you've seen how much salt I've added in this, and there are no preservatives also because it's made fresh at home. So if you are fasting like me, or even if you're not fasting like me, if you don't want to break any fast and you're not making it to break any fast, you should inculcate or you should include this in your day-to-day life, because like I said, with so many health benefits, it's good for skin, hair, nail, bones, muscle, ligament, tendon, everything. So what are you waiting for? Try this recipe out. And like I said, I forgot celery and leek, but you know what, just use whatever you have. Now I've used ginger and garlic. I will tell you, it's good to use garlic, and a lot of garlic, because even if there's a slight chance of fat and leading to cholesterol increase, but you are covering that. But let me be honest with you, this bone broth is very good even for your heart health. I'll tell you how. Now, as far as my understanding goes, the arteries and the veins of the heart need elasticity. So this collagen drink kind of provides that. So it's also good for your heart health. They're not rigid. They're not, with age and with smoking or whatever, with lifestyle, they become hard. So this collagen will help them remain flexible and elastic. So yeah, so many health benefits. I think I've spoken a lot. Going back to the chicken feet broth, because let me call it a collagen soup. I'm going back to it because, like I said, I have to remove the scum which has come on the top of the chicken broth. I'll show you. So see here, this scum that is come on the top, just remove it. Keep another bowl handy. That's what I'm doing, and just skim it off. Okay. You can even now discard this entire water. No problem. You can do that. Just discard the water, wash it up nicely again. So how will you, if you want to remove the water, if you want to completely remove, like if you want to discard this water, keep a sieve, okay, and then throw the water, wash all these things and fill new water. You can do that, or just skim off this dirt that's come up, just skim it off. Yeah, so I mixed it again because I will again skim it off. Okay, so it will rise again on the top and then you can skim off. Now you see I moved it from this, after skimming off the top, the dirt, the scum, I've moved it from the big gas to the smaller gas, and I've kept a bigger pot lid. This doesn't fit snug, it's big. If you put something which is fitting, then it's going to come off and it's going to ruin all your gas and you're going to waste such valuable pot of protein. So what you do is put like a loose lid, just cover it slightly and reduce it now. If you feel the water is less or getting less, you can add more water, no problem. How long will you reduce it? Now I am going to do it for like good 3-4 hours. If you're worried about your gas cylinder, move it to the electric one. You can also make it in a crock pot like they say. But yeah, so you can keep it for 6 hours, 12 hours. When I was sailing on the ship, there was always a pot simmering full of bones and cartilages, and the chief cook used to use the broth in everything that he made. But of course, we don't have the luxury of doing that here. So I'm going to keep it like as long as I can. Like I'm going to be cooking here and this and that. So maybe at least minimum 3 to 4 hours, I'm going to keep this pot burning. Yeah. So that's that. Clip is missing in between, so we boiled it for 5 to 6 hours and 4 to 5 hours actually, and then I think that clip is gone, got deleted, and then we cooled it down to room temperature, and then Marivic sieved it. Marivic filtered out the legs and everything, the chicken feet, and what was left behind was the broth. So now then this collagen broth we put in the fridge for overnight, and then what you see next morning is that gelatinous thing. So see this. So much collagen. So this is like, this layer a little bit is like the fat layer. There's actually not too much, to be very honest. So if you are like very, very cautious, that's why I didn't make the bone broth, because like I said here, they don't clean the bones of the fat of the meat. So if you're making a bone broth, you'll have like a thick layer of fat attached to it. But this collagen soup, no. See how gelatinous this is? See this? Brilliant. Now just take a scoop like this, 1 spoonful, 2 spoonfuls, and just add it in your soups, and you have a healthy chicken collagen soup with, you can just add veggies for your fiber and all of that. So this is extremely healthy for all the benefits that I told you before. So yeah. So yes, back from the gym. Energy wise, fantastic. It was boxing today. We call it beast mode. So it was fantastic. Didn't feel dizzy or didn't feel like lazy or didn't feel like don't want to go. Full energy, feeling awesome actually. So it's 7:30 in the morning now, and I still have 1.5 hours to go. 9 o'clock I'll break my fast with that bone broth or the collagen soup, that chicken feet collagen that you just saw, which is gelatinous. So we'll heat it, we'll warm it up, and that's it, plain. I'll just drink like a half cup of it, and then I will break my fast with an avocado, and yeah, basically just an avocado with this bone broth or some salt and pepper on it. That's it. So this is fantastic. I hope you like this chicken feet collagen soup, and you're going to make it and you're going to have it, and you're going to include it in your, maybe start with once a week, then twice, thrice. It's got no smell or it's got no peculiar flavor. I think if you're eating chicken, you should be fine with this. So I hope you like today's recipe, and I hope you're going to make it, and do let me know. And if you have any doubts, do ask them in the comment section. Thank you for watching Kitchen and Garden. Bye.